I do understand, because I remember when I was in that mindset and that mind frame, and that was my exact mind frame, like, yo, if I don't have the money to buy it, then I don't deserve it. I ain't worked hard enough. I don't need it. That was my mindset for a long time. And because I was in the streets, because I was hustling, yeah, all my cars, they in shorty name. All my houses, they in shorty name. But then one day we got into an argument, and I'm like, give me my keys and all that. She's like, this is my car. I'm like, fuck you mean? Now, mind you, I'm paying for everything. But technically, it's her car because it's in her name. You feel what I'm saying? And that was the wake-up call to me. I'm like, damn, because she like, legally, and I call up, you can't do nothing to me legally. She right. I couldn't. She took the car. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that taught me very young, like, all right, I'm not doing that no more. Like, I need credit. I need to be a grown adult, get my priorities straight. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, a lot of people think it's the government. A lot of people think it's like some scary dude behind a screen that actually like monitors your life. The fear comes from people thinking that it's like big uncle, it's big farmer or somebody.
Right. Fact.
Like they about to come knock at your door because you didn't pay your Comcast bill 2012 type shit.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the average American, over 90% of Americans don't have $5K in their accounts right now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we talking about $100,000.
We about to do it the Boss Heavy way.
This one of them ones, man.
Yes, Lord.
Ones, man. Like,
yes, Lord.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I could go for days and days and days about the growth, the progression, the things that I've seen within like the short time that we've been around each other, bro. But this one of those episodes that I told myself that, bro, when I start this podcast, I know for sure I gotta put my man Dev on. So listen, man, let me give you a little intro right quick, bro. I put something together just for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, just for my yeah. So hold on, man. Where we at, man? Where we at?
Even as you mentioned, like the whole growth, like I gotta really credit you and thank you and tell you I appreciate you, like, really, because when I was doing my podcast thing, you know what I mean, we sat in Dave's kitchen and I was asking you, we spoke for like 2 hours our first time ever meeting, bro. And I'm just sitting there picking your brain, you schooling me, giving me the gym, so you really got a lot to do with a lot of the growth, so I really thank you for that and I appreciate you.
Listen, it was natural, because here was the thing about you that was so interesting. It was like, for me, be organic and to be real with you right now, this moment right here, I saw the street nigga in you, bro. Like, I want to say that day right there, I saw the raw street nigga in you that, like, bro, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you had something on that was similar like a vest that like you was in there, you had the Baltimore jersey, and you had on something, I don't know if it was like a over like a little vest like situation. I was like, this nigga right here different. You know what I mean? Then you started asking me, and the things that you were asking me weren't just like rapid fire questions. You were very interested. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was natural. It was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not give you whatever it was that you wanted to like learn at the time? I forget what I think it was like you was trying to figure out OBS.
Yeah, OBS, everything. You was teaching me about content. You know what I mean?
Something crazy.
Yeah.
That shit is legendary. And from that interview,
I was about to say, that was your first time on camera, right? Yeah, that's crazy.
On a situation where I was supposed to go shoot y'all that day. So, yeah, man, even like this, to have that full circle moment right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would look at it from that perspective, it's like, bro, I remember like the feeling of even being on that camera. I'm sitting there like fidgeting with shit. I'm nervous.
You was nervous?
I'm trying to get niggas gang. Nigga, I'm on that joint sweating like a motherfucker. Like, dog, I'm talking about.
You never know.
What you mean? Like, when I look at it now, I'm laughing like shit. And I actually, just same way you look at that footage. Same way I look at that interview.
Wow.
I'm talking about linking up a runway. I'm talking about doing all these things. You know, at the time. And it's like, to look at what happened since then, it's even crazier, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wild situation to see play out, bro. Yeah, y'all boys been going crazy. And even at that time, I didn't even know who Run was probably until maybe 2-3 months later. He fly me down Atlanta. This would change my life. Like, he flies me down Atlanta,
And I'm meeting Dion for the first time. Yeah. I'm sitting right beside this nigga. This is a skinny nigga with tattoos on his face and hella jewelry. And I'm like, who the fuck is this rapper? And I'm asking him probably the dumbest questions because everybody in this room is 7 and 8 earning figures. Yeah. Everybody. Like, Dion don't let niggas in these rooms. Like, come to find out it was Dion Cookwood. Shout out Dion, who ended up being my mentor. Because that moment really changed my life. But the questions I was asking was so novice. Like, it was so early in the game, and he looking at me like, what the fuck is he in here asking me these dumbass questions? Like, what's a VSL? Things like that. Like, I was early. I didn't know the whole time I was sitting beside Run. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And I end up meeting him, you know what I mean, and finding out who he is and what he does and all of that. And he's been so influential in everything I got going on now and just my growth and everything. That guy is the wizard. Bro. Like, Run is the wizard.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. And I don't really shout out a lot of folks, you know.
Shout out Run.
I can't really shout
Billionaire.
out. It's a lot of folks that, you know what I'm saying, that I can honestly say, without a doubt, bro, changed my perspective on this digital product game.
Yes, Lord.
Runway business,
yes, Lord.
Bro.
Yes, Lord.
When I pulled up to Invest Fest 2022, my man was in there with a fly flamingo ass shirt on. I'm talking about the white silky thing. You feel me? I pulled up to the side of the stage. I see Runway. I say, Runway, bro. Like, I pulled up on him, like, just like how me and you talking right now. I'm like, bro, every time I see one of your ads, bro, you make me stop.
Yeah.
Like, every time.
Every time. Yep.
Like, you be on some shit. Like, what's up with you, bro? Like, where you getting all these props? And I'm starting to ask. He was like, bro, long story short, he gave me some game, but he was like, yo, when all these balloons are popped, when all these chairs are gone, the only thing they gonna have left is what's on that lens right there. Mind you, bro, I grabbed that camera on Thursday. I met this nigga on Saturday. Like, we at Invest Fest, you know what I'm saying? It's the same.
It's the first time meeting him?
You know, first time ever seeing this nigga in real life.
Yep.
But to me, I'm like, bro, you human, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put up on you like, yo, what's up? I'm boss heavy. Yep. But from the time that I met, bro, to this day, he was the one dude that told me, like, bro, it's really not, it's not about the comments and likes, it's about the PayPals and stripes.
That's a fact. That's what you talk. Yep.
Yeah, and it's like, from that moment, it was like, oh, this my dude. Yep. The tats on his face. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Everything about him was so original. It was like, you can look in here and like you see what's going on. Like, bro, it's the same vibe. It's like, bro, you an artistic dude. You come from the streets of Philly. I'm right down the road. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even to this day, I'm kind of like at the point right now where it's like the next step is diving in with him on a deeper scale. Like, yeah, I'm about to go look. Fly down there and actually like do the thing, you know what I'm saying? And actually like, because I couldn't imagine what would happen if we actually like put combined what I'd be doing.
That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be crazy.
I'm already doing some wild shit without even making a whole lot of noise. You know? That's what I'm like, bro. If I ever was to like tap in with him like on some real like, hey, bro.
Yeah, because people don't know. For the people who don't know, behind a lot of the scenes, man, a lot of them million views on YouTubes and all of that, he's the guy that's blowing us all up, man. Blowing everybody. Real shit.
Real talk, bro. Yeah. Nah, but look, we done got into it. Listen, man, what it is, what it do, what it look like, man. It's your boy Swift back up in the mix with another episode of this Boss Heavy shit. And today, we got the man, the myth, the legend, bro. My nigga Coach Dev in the building, live, direct, bro. Listen, bro. If you think bad credit is stopping you from getting the bag, my guest today is about to change your whole mindset. He's from the streets of Baltimore. He's helped many people erase debt, boost their credit scores, and even get into the real estate. We're going to get into that as well. Without no trust fund, no rich parents, none of that. So if you're tired of being in denial loans and you missing out on real estate deals and you feeling stuck financially, man, this is the guy that's going to actually like show you the blueprints of financial literacy today. This is the episode for you. So without further ado, what it is, my boy. Like,
I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? What it is, my boy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on my Oprah Winfrey shit right fast, man. You know?
Well, look, that was beautiful. And as a thank you for having me as a guest today. You know what I mean? I definitely want to, Woo! Yeah, I definitely want to shout out my man Jeezy. Yeah. You know what I mean? One time for the one time.
One time, man, for all the hustlers around the world. You know what I'm saying? For all the ones. Nah, definitely, bro. I appreciate you, man, off the Delion. This is something that we definitely got to pop, like, right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a shot. And let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's definitely just 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Feel how this shit gonna go. Cause I feel like you one of the ones that I always say, bro. Like you one of the sneaky ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sneaky ones, bro. Like when I met you, I told you I saw the street dude in you. And from that day to now, it's been a massive amount of growth, personal growth. I've seen you create content. I seen you blow out people out the water with content at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you going crazy for real, with just like the simple things that you've been doing. But I want to talk about the early days, man, and then, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna build into it, you know what I mean? So tell the folks, man, who you are and where you from, man.
What's up, family? It's Coach Dev from Baltimore. I am the creator and the CEO of Freedom University, which is a consulting agency that specializes in helping people increase their credit score 50 to 100 points or get them to 700. We help specialize in structuring businesses, startup businesses, LLCs, help you structure them, put them on the internet and run them properly like Walmart. And we specialize in funding. So what that looks like is when you come into the program, most people, they come in with credit issues. So you may come in with like a 580 credit score, cool. What we're going to do is we're going to take over your credit for 120 days, which is 4 months, sending disputes monthly. We're going to hit them and attack them from every angle aggressively through AI. Metro 2, I have a AI software called Metro 2 Revive. That's what we're using it for most of our clients, getting disputes off of there. That takes off bankruptcies, student loans, inquiries, late payments, child support, takes off the whole nine.
Right.
So that's what we're doing. So anybody that comes into the program, like I said, what it looks like is they coming in, we taking over your credit for 120 days, and then we're helping you structure your LLC, and then we're using both of them to leverage for funding. And then once we go out for funding, we getting you anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000. After I get you anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000, then I'm putting you in a 5-day boot camp because I have to educate you. The last thing I want to do is put $100,000 in your hands and you don't know what you doing with it, and you go ahead and you put yourself in worse debt. So what we do is we put you in a 5-day boot camp in your niche, whatever that may be. Meaning, if you want to go a carrier direction, then we allow you to go in a carrier direction. We put you through a 5-day boot camp under mentorship. Or if you want to go digital products, anything, we're going to put you in the right direction so that you can go through a 5-day boot camp under mentorship, learn your niche, the ins and outs, take your $100,000 and start your business. That's why it's called Freedom U. So we freeing you.
So hold on. If I had a 500 credit score right now, like what like tools and resources do you have that give somebody like some type of quick turnaround? Because I know that there's a lot of people right now that's going into this particular stretch with everything that's going on in the world right now, and it's like, bro, the lower your credit score, the more life is about to cost you. You know what I mean? So if you were in a situation where somebody did have their 500 and I'm like, yo, what steps would you think that they should take? You know what I mean? To actually like turn that around.
So 2 ways. Doing it yourself would be the cheapest route. So I would go through the FTC reports. I would make an FTC report. I would pull up all 3 of my credit profiles is what I would do if I was just done. Go to annualcreditreport.com, pull up all 3 of your credit reports through TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Check everything that's on all 3 of those reports. Make sure that everything is consistent and everything is accurate. Anything that is not consistent and anything that is not accurate is eligible for a lawsuit. And each thing that is on there that is wrong, not only can you dispute, but you can also sue them for $1,000 for each thing that's on there wrong. Your credit report is supposed to be 100% accurate. Legally, it has to be 100% accurate. So if it's not 100% accurate, anything on there that is incorrect can be disputed, or you can sue them in a real lawsuit, consumer lawsuit.
This, like in your experience, like so far throughout your time, and you actually helping people fix it, right? Like, what has been the most crazy situation that you've seen on somebody's profile that you feel like they had to like? You know,
the crazy shit on somebody's profile?
Like, yeah, like that you helped them get up off of there. Like, what's the wildest shit that you probably just seen so far? Like, on somebody's credit profile?
I don't think too much of it is wild after you've seen so many reports. A lot of it is pretty consistent. Most of it is child support or bankruptcies. And in which we just send a couple of letters, and we'll hit them aggressively through Metro 2 or FTC reports. Or if we have to, then we'll go CFPB. But nothing really that's crazy, I can say. It's all consistent. We all kind of going through the same shit. Ho, I need you to stop right there. If your credit score is in the 4, 5, 600s, I need you to stop right there. Look, we running a live free training in just a couple of days where I'm gonna show you exactly how to boost your credit score 50 to 100 points in 90 days or less. And guess what? The best part about it, you ain't even gotta do none of the work because we're utilizing AI. I need you to go ahead, hit the link below, see me at my webinar in a couple of days. Let's get it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you telling me that with everybody? Nah, bro. Hell nah.
I can't say nothing crazy. It's like, you got bankruptcies, you got like, so okay. When you say crazy, what you mean? Like,
all right, so okay, there's some credit scores that's obviously low utilization where it's like they don't really have credit. Then there's some credit scores that's like they got a lot of shit that's charge-offs and a lot of bankruptcies and things of that nature, right? But at the same time, when you look at somebody's report, you telling me that you haven't seen a situation that was abnormal, that was just like different, like or what was the biggest transformation that you think that you done experienced so far, like from somebody going from like a 500 to like a 740 or whatever?
My biggest, I've gotten people out of, I guess, okay. So my most extreme was like having somebody in like $180,000 debt. So we were able to wipe out $180,000 worth of debt in just 90 days. So that would be like the most extreme thing, or like the biggest debt. So that took them from like 450 to 720, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was major.
Yeah.
Like something like that is like, that's not something that you just skip over. That's life changing shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like from that perspective, because it's not like that's not a little bit of money, and it's not a little bit of a points either. You know what I'm saying? Like you just make somebody go from 450 to over 700. You know?
That's true.
Like
that's true.
You gotta acknowledge that, bro. So all right, so before all this credit, bro, like obviously you here now. I've seen you evolve into this person now that's like, you've been very knowledgeable about, you know what I'm saying, how to change the credit landscape of whoever that you come across. But before all this, like, where did all this start from? Like, give me back like the backstory, like how you even came up for real, like the early days of you.
Damn. So all of this came from me growing up homeless. I grew up Baltimore, Maryland. My mother was struggling on heroin. Father was incarcerated. Me and my brother, we were split up young. We was passed from house to house. Never grew up with each other. And that's the one thing that we always wanted more than anything. Like, you know, I would see him on the weekends, but it just be on some weekends type shit. And that's something that we always wanted, just to have some type of normalcy, like a mom, a dad, and to be under the same household. And I remember just getting old enough. That's why I started hustling and selling drugs at 12, 13 years old, because I just remember, like, when I'm old enough to take control of my life, then I'm going to take control, and I'm never going to put my kids through what I've been through. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to hustle. I'm about to provide. You know what I mean? I'm only 12, 13 years old with that mindset. Like, right. I'm about to get a house for me and my brother. You know what I mean? Like, like really, 12, 13 years old. Like, that was the drive. But anyhow, it pushed me to really understand finances and start to, like, I started to have a deep understanding for money very young at 12, 13 years old. You managing thousands of dollars. I bought my first car at 14 years old. I didn't have a driver's license, no permit. I wasn't even old enough for none of that shit. But I had the money. You know what I mean?
Hold on, bro. So you talking grown man shit, because it's like, you know, at 14, was you in the 8th grade? You 14? 8th, 9th grade, maybe. If you still in school, was you still running around?
Yeah, I was still in school. I was 9th grade. I was pulling up. I was the only 9th grader pulling up in the car.
So I already know
music
what that
blasting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shorty on the passenger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had a deep understanding for just business and the game and money and stuff early, you know, and just growing up, it just kind of stuck to me. So with finances came credit and a deep, like, understanding for it, just a deep love. Most people might see those type of numbers and start reading that shit and not be interested, but for me, it's something that I just consume like all day. I love it.
So I mean, so growing up, obviously, if you was in the street, you had to be a numbers dude. You wasn't
Absolutely.
really. You had to understand, like, you know, how to make 2, 4, 4, 8, all that, right? Right. But now, I feel like if you a street dude right now, today, and you were trying to explain what's going on in the world as far as like what we experiencing right now, because obviously We can sit here and I can tell you all the ins and outs about the steps you need to take, the metro tools, all that. But today, we dealing with these tariffs, bro. We dealing with like real life, consequential situations that are happening in the world as we speak today, right? So, for the dope boy, or for the dude that's, like I said, I saw you, I saw the hood dude in you. You know what I'm saying? It might not have been, it might have been a gift of mine or whatever. But there's somebody that's gonna watch this, bro, that needs to actually understand what's going on from a practical standpoint. You understand? Now look, this is what I'm gonna say. My man Fixed Credit, which helped you change your life. But if you're in the street right now, for one, let me go ahead and break it down right like some simple math. If you're in the street right now, they're trying to give you the death penalty for drug offenders right now. They basically trying to pass some crazy law where it's like, saying the death penalty to drug dealers, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But imagine if you were the one that was basically written up and you had to spend $100. And one day you went to go re-up, and your re-up man said, you know what, bro, it's going to cost $150 for you to get this right now. Right? Now, the whole time, you probably going to spend the $150 to get what you got to get. But if whoever come to holler at you after you grab what you got to grab, going to have to spend a little bit more bread because you just paid that man $150 for the thing that you didn't grab. Right? Now, in a long story short situation, this is what's going on at the border with Canada, Mexico, and China, with different goods crossing over the borders, basically at a 25% increase. So if they're going to have to pay 25% more for whatever it is, if it's an avocado, if it's a car part, if it's whatever, it's going to cost us 50% more to get the shit that we already getting. Now, with all that being said, bro, I just wanted to break this practical shit down for the people that are watching this that don't really understand what's going on with these tariffs. I didn't really get it until I was like, oh, they basically just tax the work for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that we consume today just went up. And the thing that's so sick is that everybody thinks it's just because this is going to just affect natural goods and the things that we import and export from Mexico. But now, let's say you are a U.S.-based business, and you see that these things are now increased 25%. You're not going to raise your prices, bro? Like, everything about to go up. It don't matter if you're in the U.S. or outside of the U.S. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
And not only that, the scary part about that specific part, as far as like our resources, they're pulling the people there to oversee the resources, which means we're going to have a lot of dying resources, which means a limitation on food. Like, bro, where the world is about to go to in these next couple of months is terrifying. The current administration is not an administration that wants to shorten the gap between the rich and the poor. The current administration, we've been hearing our entire lives, the end of the days is going to be the rich are going to get richer, the poor are going to get poorer. Well, I'm here to tell y'all, I'm going to look at all three cameras because this is how serious it is. Yeah. I'm here to tell y'all that push button has started now. It is official. Since this new administration has went into office, it is officially started that the rich will be getting richer, the poor will be getting poorer. Our resources will be limited, jobs will be destroyed and cut, and there's going to be a lack of resources and a lack of money, and electricity is going to be an issue because you've already seen the blackout. I don't know how many of y'all have seen the blackout, but check it out. It's already been an entire blackout in Chile. They're already trying to, escape and evacuate. Now, I don't know if y'all have already heard this or not, but that was one of the early rumors of 2025. This was going to be the year of, a blackout. It's looking that way. Nonetheless, we know what's going on with the administration. We know what's going on with the lack of resources and all of the limitations and all of that. The one thing that people need to do right now, more than anything, why getting your finances and credit is important right now, because you can fix your credit in just a very short time span and you can get funded hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because the thing is, it takes too long for anybody to try to go out here and save $100,000, bro. We don't have that type of time. Like, shit is happening right now. You feel what I'm saying? Some of us got jobs, some of us don't. Most of us got average jobs. that we don't even make $100,000. So to save $100,000. So I'm saying that to say this. It's very dangerous. This is going to get very scary that we don't have the time to do that. So go ahead and get your credit fixed and then come to a specialist, somebody like me, somebody that can get you funded $100,000, $200,000 just in case, so that you have some backup money just in case. Everybody don't have to be a CEO. Everybody don't have to be a big business owner. All that's cool. But get your LLC and build your credit so that you will be eligible for funding just in case you need to evacuate or take your family somewhere or go get dual citizenship. This is how real this is. Yeah, it's real, bro.
So, real quick though, like, because I've seen you go crazy. I've actually seen you online at this point now. This is like you have different solutions that you put together. One's like a quick fix solution.
A quick fix program,
quick fix program, you know what I'm saying? Hey dog, go through that right fast and let people know like how that even works, because I feel like that's one of the ones that right now a nigga need to get a quick fix. You understand what else?
That's a fact. That's a fact. So so great point. So I have a quick fix strategy. Great point. So anybody, because we are on a short, very limited time with what's going on, and things are about to start happening very fast, and you need to fix your credit fast. So I have the solution for you guys, the quick fix strategy. Hopefully at the end of this interview, you guys will be able to hit a link and be able to tap in. It's very cheap, very affordable. I give you the step-by-step process, show you exactly what to do. I give you all the resources to do it. I give you all of the links. I provide everything. I'm holding your hand the entire way so that you can't screw it up. And it only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to do and to set up, but I got you through the entire walkthrough. So y'all go ahead and tap in at the end of this video and make sure y'all grab that, because we don't got much time and we need to be active now. Right now is the time to execute. So go ahead and grab that quick fix program to increase your credit score 50 to 100 points in these next 30 days, so that some of you guys can be eligible for funding and get that bag for, that rainy day.
All right, so cool, bro. The quick fix situation is like, I guess that's the entry level. Like, okay, you want to get something popping, boom, that's where it started. You know what I mean? You got to actually get some things fixed. You got to get some things worked out. You got to get everything in motion, right? All right, from there, let's say in the Freedom University or in the programs that you have like lined up, I know it's probably with a low tier, mid tier, then it's a high tier. All right, so boom, after that, what is the next phase of your programming actually look like?
So the low tier would be something like the quick fix strategy, where it's a do-it-yourself. Somebody can just grab the products and just start fixing their credit themselves. A mid tier is more of, you don't want the mentorship, you just want somebody to fix your credit, you just want to throw money at the issue. So me and my team, we will take over your credit for 120 days. Okay. And if you don't get the results that we guarantee you within 120 days, then we extend it an additional 2 months for free, no additional pay. And we continue to work with you until we get you in range of funding. And then the high ticket is my direct mentorship, where I give you access to all of my resources, all of my knowledge, the courses, one-on-one weekly calls every week for the next 120 days. So I'm literally holding your hand and giving you access to everything that I have, as well as fixing your credit, setting up your LLC, and getting you funded in those 120 days.
So yeah, dog, that's a good 4 months of your life that you need to actually like consider, you know what I'm saying, taking into consideration, knowing what's going on today.
Act now.
It's getting spooky outside. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want y'all to feel no type of way. When y'all watch this, I'm not the one that's going to give you a whole lot of fear. Because I'm a prosperity, speaker. I always feel like the things that we say matter. Things that come off of your tongue, shit matter, bro.
Facts.
And a lot of people don't really, understand the power in the tongue and just your visualization of how you actually, say and believe things. Now, I'm not going to be ignorant to the facts. This is what's happening, but I'm always going to speak positivity. But to anybody that's watching this today, I advise you to actually take what I'm saying serious. I know there's going to be a link somewhere up under here, because we got to get y'all right. We got to make sure that whoever's watching this right now, dog, actually take this information and run with it. So, with that being said, bro, I'm going to give you a scenario. I'm going to give you I think I had 2 or 3 of them drinks from the word. People here, matter of fact, a lot of people today, obviously, when in the space of credit repair, I don't even think in Georgia, you can actually like legally say that you do credit repair anymore. It's not so bad, right? You know what I'm saying? So when people hear the word credit repair, they think scam, man. What makes you different? Like what makes the Freedom University different? What makes what you got going on different than all the fluff that you hear on the internet, man?
So one of the things that we go by in our space, and that's just, the mentorship space is, scam. We hear that term thrown around a lot. And for us, it just means you're still confused about making money. You're still confused about making money. You know what I mean? Like if you can't read out who's the scams and who's real. And honestly, when it comes down to like credit, there aren't I have never seen a scammer in the credit business. Like this is a hard business to get into anyway. You got to be super knowledgeable and you got to kind of know what you're doing. Now, I was listening to him 500 an interview earlier today while I was at the gym, and he made a good point, similar topic about the scam, and he was saying that, it's not really like some people put out bullshit products and not know that they like bullshit products. So he wasn't really scamming, he gave you a product. You understand? Like scamming is like, he made it like scamming is like, I know that I'm setting you up to take your money and you're not getting shit in return. Like that's what scamming is. Right. You feel what I'm saying? But sometimes in this field, you got people kind of jump out there too early that still kind of getting their feet wet, that's not fully knowledgeable, and they try to take over your shit and do it. I don't consider them scamming. They just not super knowledgeable yet. Yeah. So you want to go to an expert in this field like myself and deal with somebody that just has the experience. That's all.
I mean, obviously the experience is key. And in today's day and age, like I said, it's the trust factor. It's almost like we were talking about earlier today about how important YouTube is, based off of the fact that you want people to actually watch you, see you interact, actually almost believe who you are and what it is that you do before they even get in contact. Because it's too hard right now for somebody to see even I don't care if you have Sylvester Stallone come shoot your ad, bro. I don't care what the hell you got going on. You can have $1 million cameras right now. You can shoot the best ad ever. Somebody still got to watch you for like 7 hours before they believe you, bro.
Facts.
And even when they believe, they still got to be in position to make the move.
Facts.
They still got to feel like, bro, I could do this and still cover rent this month.
Facts.
I could do this and Ray's basketball not going to be affected or whatever. Right. So there's so many different layers to this shit, man. But it's like with the credit space and with, a lot of the different things that I've seen happen, I realize like the credit space is one thing, but the funding is where a lot of people don't really realize, you know what I'm saying, is the meat and potatoes of the game.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't really understand like how crucial, because like you said, how long would it actually take you to work, even if you had a government job that was an F5 clearance?
Yeah.
How long would you work at an F10 clearance, F30, and actually like save 100?
Bro, the average American, over 90% of Americans don't have 5K in their accounts right now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we talking about $100,000. So with like that be the part that be, first I want to touch on two things. When you said about the expensive thing, that's why you need to just tap into like a person's like cheaper products, like the Quick Fix program. That's a $27 product. Yeah. Tap into some of the smaller products before y'all make that big investment. See what it offers. If you see that person product and you gain a lot of value from it, it's only going to give you more trust to buy more products from the person. Or you can see it's a piece of shit, I didn't like it. You feel what I'm saying? But just start with something low. But moving back to what you were saying, it's crazy to me because I'm like, yo, bro, funding is literally just an application. Like credit is something that we ignore. It's a scary thing because we don't understand it. Yeah. But it's just a number, bro. Like who
controls this? Like, so for the people that don't know, like a lot of people think it's the government. A lot of people think it's like some scary dude behind a screen that actually like monitors your life. A lot of people don't really know what the hell going on. Did you say CFPB to somebody? Gonna think you speaking pig Latin and shit like
Facts.
You really got to break this down for real and actually like explain to people that this is not a government agency. Like this is not like a lot of people, the fear comes from people thinking that it's like big uncle, it's big farmer or somebody.
Right. Facts.
Like they about to come knock at your door because you didn't pay your Comcast bill 2012 type shit.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Like
that's the biggest misconception. Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it's intimidating, and he's right. Like you're right. Like it's scary for a lot of people. It's not the government. Like TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax is no different than an LLC, no different than a Boss Heavy or Freedom University. That's all it is, bro. They are clocking your information, they taking your information, and they're selling your information to bigger companies. That's it. And it's illegal, and they know it's illegal. So when you come to an expert that understands the language or the consumer law, and we start disputing these, that's why all of that shit starts getting wiped off, because at the end of the day, it's illegal. And when you're disputing, you're basically calling them out on it. Like, look, verify this. Give me the information that says that you can have this information. Yeah. I never gave you this. I never wrote this. I never signed anything. I never gave you that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what a dispute is.
So they're basically out of
compliance. So that's what Metro 2 compliance is, which credit wasn't even really acknowledged until the 50s. But Metro 2 compliance is a standard order compliance that the government agencies have to abide by. So that's why Metro 2, my software, which is Metro 2 compliance, Metro 2 Revive, uses that standard. It challenged their jurisdiction, and it challenged their standards.
So they can't really, so it's basically putting them against their own rules and tactics.
Exactly.
Their own things.
100%.
I got
100%.
Because it's like, like I said, there's somebody watching this. One of y'all, somebody watches right now, and they really feel some type of way when they even come down and even looking at the credit. I was one of them. I'll be honest with you. Like I told you before, I was a hand over fist cash dude.
Me too.
Forever.
Oh my God.
Like, listen, bro. Like if I can't buy it, I don't even really want it. For real.
My God.
To be honest with you,
bro.
Listen, and it hurt me for real in the long run because your credit history matter. Different things really like, you know what I'm saying, need to be accumulated over time for you to actually like have the right kind of history on your things so you can actually have the score and all that. But at the same time, it's like, I almost felt like, I'd rather get it in your name. Shorty, like, go ahead, buy that joint. That's cool. I'll give you the bread. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I made it through so many finesse situations that way. Now you sitting here at this age here like, bro, what the hell? Why didn't I just go ahead and grab an Amex 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's really unpack that, cause now you make me have to rewind on what I just said when I said niggas. I don't understand why, but I do understand, because I remember when I was in that mindset and that mind frame, and that was my exact mind frame. Like, fuck credit. Yeah. You excuse my language, but like, fuck the credit. Like, if I don't have the money to buy it, then I don't deserve it. I ain't worked hard enough. I don't need it. That was my mindset for a long time. And because I was in the streets, because I was hustling, all my cars, they in Shorty name. All my houses, they in Shorty name. Yeah. But then one day we got into an argument, and I'm like, give me my keys and all that. She's like, bitch, this is my car. Yeah. I'm like, fuck you mean? Now, mind you, I'm paying for everything. Yeah. But technically, it's her car because it's in her name. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And that was the wake-up call to me. I'm like, damn. Because she's like, legally, nigga, I call up. You can't do nothing to me legally. She right. Yeah. I couldn't. She took the car. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that taught me very young, like, all right, I'm not doing that no more. Like, I need credit. Yeah. I need to be a grown adult, get my priorities straight. You feel what I'm saying? And and who wants to spend their own money? Like, why would you want to spend your own money? If you got $1 million and you go out here and make a dollar purchase, you're no longer a millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? But if you got $1 million and you go ahead and take this funding money, take these cards, them Amexes and Chases and all of that, and you go ahead and swipe, you still got what you got. And now, but the thing is, we're not teaching people to just go ahead and get cards and put yourself in debt just because, like, we're hoping that you're making investments with it. This is why I said you're going to go through a 5-day boot camp to educate you on it, because you need to be making investments with it. I don't want you using no card if you don't have no income coming in or not making money off of it.
Okay, I don't want to say for the average guy, Ray, whatever. He's from the streets, bro. But he don't know. I mean, he knows about investing. He knows about different, aspects of funding. But you help him out. You get him some bread. What are some investments that you think that would be smart to start with for that person that's like green like that? That's straight like out the mud, out the street. He's just thinking about it, but he don't even know. Like,
elaborate a little more. Give me a little more about
it. So boom. He met up with this kid. You locked in with him. He's interested. He's asking you questions. He's knowledgeable about certain aspects about credit, but he hasn't really made any moves. His credit score isn't the best. He really doesn't have any credit. Like you say, he paid for everything in cash. Now it's like, all right, bro. He links up with you. What do you tell him as far as like you said, you're going to get this funding, but you need to have X, Y, and Z in place in order to pay for this. Let's say it's a $25,000 car or $15,000 car, whatever. What play did you give him?
I got a lot of them. Like I love, like me coming from the streets, like I love my young youth. Like that's who I go and I grab. Like I gravitate to the young little nigga at the gas station with the music blasting, pants like that. I grab him. You feel what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I mean? Like, so because I was him at some point in time, so I got a lot of them. And I'm telling them the same thing I tell them. Like, the first thing I do is I put everybody through the quick fix program because, and it's not even no bullshit. Like, the quick fix program is literally going to help build your credit profile, like, immediately. Like, because a lot of the times, it's not that people have bad credit, it's just people don't have any credit. So when you grab the quick fix program as well, I'll put everybody through the quick fix program first. It's going to get you trade lines. It's going to get you...
Yeah, it'll get you funded.
Yeah, like
get you, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's going to put you in a position to get you everything that you need to build your credit profile properly. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I would tell them. The same thing that I do tell my youth. And the same thing that I tell everybody that's first coming in or getting their credit established. Like, go ahead, grab those trade lines. Grab your grow credit. All right, boom. I got you right here. Let me give them a play. Let me give y'all a play. So right now, the average adult, like a lot of the times, it's not that like we fucking up or we're doing something wrong as to why our credit don't reflect the adult that we are, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't. You know what I mean? Because I know some very responsible adults that 500 credit score. It doesn't reflect. It doesn't reflect because of this. Until what I'm about to tell you, and this is why this is game. Because for the longest, we've been paying our car note on time. We haven't been getting credit for it. We've been paying our house on time. We haven't been getting credit for it. We pay our subscriptions on time every day. We don't get credit for it. We pay our water bills on time. We don't get credit for it. Well, at least we didn't. But Coach Dev, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. So today, guess what? Now you can build your credit. What I'm about to tell you right now is going to teach you how to build your credit. And it's real quick. It ain't going to take too long. It's going to teach you how to build your credit, and you don't got to do nothing different than what you're doing right now. Nothing different. You don't got to pay no extra bill. You don't got to pay you don't got to grab no extra loan. You ain't got to move no money. You ain't got to do nothing extra. Hear me out. I'm about to tell you right now. I told you there's 4 components to us being adults. Paying our rent, right? We never got credit for it. In fact, those things, if we stopped paying them on time, it wouldn't help our credit, but it would fuck our credit up, right? But now... Now, we can actually utilize tools like rent reporters. Rent reporters, this is one of the things that's in the quick fix program as well. But rent reporters will backdate your rent 4 years. So if someone doesn't have any credit history, you can grab something like a rent report as if you're paying rent every day. Back to my responsible adults. This is to my responsible adults who are paying bills every day. This is nothing special that you have to do. You're simply going to get rent reporters. It is an app. Once you get rent reporters, you're going to put in all your information. Rent reporters is then going to verify that you live at that location and that you're paying whatever you told them that you're paying for X amount of time that you are paying it. They're just going to call to verify. Once they verify, rent reporters is then going to backdate your credit profile, that 4 years, 5 years, however long you were in that apartment, and report it to all 3 credit bureaus. So now you just added 4 years credit history to your credit profile. That's one. I got 3 more for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one. The next one is going to be Tomo. Tomo, T-O-M-O. Tomo reports to all 3 credit bureaus. Tomo calculates everything that you're paying on a day-to-day basis, everything that you're paying on time. Meaning, something like your utilities that you're paying on a month-to-month basis. You can pay with your Tomo card. Tomo will report it. Once again, we're not paying anything additionally. We're just getting credit for the things that we are paying on time. So now, with Tomo, you're paying for your utilities, right? You're getting credit for it. With rent reporters, you pay for your rent. You're getting credit for it. I got you. My next one of my favorite ones, we got subscriptions in our houses, right? We got Netflix, we got Disney, we got Hulu, we got Sprint. All of your subscriptions that you have, guess what? You can build your credit off of it. The way that you do it is my third tool. It's called Grow Credit. Grow Credit will allow you to hook up all of your subscriptions. They will give you a card, mail you out a card, allow you to pay off all your subscriptions with this card, which is then doing what? It's allowing you to establish credit from just paying your subscriptions. That's just your Netflix, that's your Hulu, that's your Disney Prime, that's your Disney Plus, that's your ESPN, those things. Once again, so now with those 3 resources, and I got one more for y'all, but with those 3 resources, now you're paying your bills and you're getting credit for it with rent reporters. Now you're paying your utilities, you're getting credit for it with Tomo. Now you're paying for your subscriptions, you're getting credit for it with Grow Credit. Now, my 4th one is Payday. Now this allows you to get your groceries. All of your groceries, we paying for groceries every week for groceries. Oh, shit. Now you can get credit for buying your groceries. So now.
So hold on, with the tariffs fucking us up.
The groceries about to go up though.
The groceries about to go up. So getting credit for buying groceries seems like something that everybody really need to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Like, listen to what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Hold on. You said that shit?
That's a fact.
It struck a chord with me because I was like, hey, this shit about to go up, bro. The avocado price is different right now.
Facts.
Shit about to change in a little bit. So it's like, if you can get some credit somehow with this, you know what I'm saying, this formula right here, I just feel like, I had to, take this part of this shit serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is something that you might want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Right.
Because, bro, the price of everything went up, bro, in like the last probably like week or so, bro. So
yeah, facts.
That's a huge hack, you know.
That's it. So I just showed y'all exactly how to just go on with your everyday lives and still be able to grow your credit without going out and getting a loan, without paying somebody thousands of dollars to do it, without going out and grabbing this program or sending a bunch of letters. I'm telling you, sometimes it's just about the knowledge. So I need y'all, my adults, to take that play and run it, please, because you can grow your credit by doing things that you're doing right every single day, because a lot of it, like I said, we're not irresponsible. We just don't get credit for the things that we should be getting credit for.
That's fucking crazy.
But now you can, on Coach Dad.
Yeah, on Coach Dad. Dog, that's gangster and shit. Hey, let me ask you something, man, because we all human, and I always think that transparency, I always tell everybody that come on this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transparency is one of the biggest selling points that you could ever have within your business.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are not going to believe you unless you've already been through
Facts.
Or seen the other side of that shit, right?
Facts.
So, with that being said, what was the biggest mistake that you think that you'd have made financially up to this point? And how did you overcome that scenario? Even because I know financial literacy is not something that's engraved in, like, you know what I'm saying, school. We didn't learn this coming up through grade school. So it's like you learn it as you grow, as you get, you know what I'm saying, get older.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up in Baltimore, growing up in the streets, growing up in all the scenarios that you've been in, like, what's one of the biggest mistakes that you think that you didn't have to, like, overcome yourself, bro? Coach Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can actually see it.
Right.
You understand? I'm gonna try to help navigate a little bit.
Yo, while you're asking, there's so many things that's like popping up in my head at the time. If we talking about strictly financial, I'm someone that's always, I'm a hustler, right? So like I've always like trying to find the next thing. I'm not like a get rich scheme type of nigga, but I'm like what's the next investment? Meaning this, like I've invested in properties and real estate and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? My biggest mistake was investing into real estate without a mentor. That's my biggest mistake ever, because it ended up costing me,
like, give me a roundabout number, bro.
A good 50 ball, and I'm talking about cash, because at the time when I started, I'm talking about $50,000 of my money.
Yeah.
Listen, this is why credit is so important, bro, because if I knew what I'm telling y'all today, I would not have done what I've done, bro. Yeah. I took 50, my wife will tell you, she went in the bank with me, and I did it confidently, because one, I was naive, but two, I got that optimism. Like, I just don't think that like anything I'm about to do is gonna fail. And maybe that crazy optimism is why I keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. But that's when you won't get that breakthrough.
You need that.
Facts.
Oh man, you need that.
Facts. But I took the $50,000, gave it to who I gave it to. We made some things shake. Long story short, it ended up being a terrible loss. It ended up being a terrible loss, bro. I lost.
Did you lose the property too, or just
Nah. So like things I end up having the properties, holding the properties longer than I needed to. So anybody that knows anything about real estate, like it's all about timing. You understand what I'm saying? So like the day that you sign in contracts, you know, they got 6 months to do this, and then in another 2 months you're expecting to have it sold, and it's all about timing. So when I jumped into a project that I'm thinking is only gonna be a 6 to maybe 8 to 10 month project, you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you $50,000, 10 months, my 50 gonna be 100.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Right.
I'm coming back in a couple months, my 50
Floating around somewhere.
My 50 came back 13. $50,000 came back 13K, my nigga. 13,000.
So wait a minute.
Crazy.
How? So what do you mean? So
I didn't have a mentor. I had money. I had a vision. Somebody else who was already quote unquote selling the houses. I thought they knew a little more than they might have known at the time. Not decrediting them. I don't really know. Right. But I trusted them. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Give them $50,000. I say, look, I see what you're doing with the houses, the property. I went in on it. Once again, I see an opportunity. I'm a nigga that's a hustler. Once I see opportunity, I'm going to jump on it. Yeah. Look, I went in on that. What would it take for me to get in on that? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, 20? Fuck it, here go 50, me. I could have stopped at 20.
Oh, wow.
Here go 50. Here go 50, because I know it's going to have to cover all this shit, you know what I mean, when in these next couple of months or whatever. Here go 50. Sign the contract, we get the contract. Now, this is how real I am, though, because motherfuckers can watch this and call it whatever it is. This is how real I am. I could have sued the nigga. Right. Could have sued him. Right. I didn't. You feel what I'm saying? I took the 13 and I took the lesson in it. That moving forward, I'm never moving without a mentor again. You feel what I'm saying? Because had I, with that type of money, I could have pretended to a mentor. Yeah. A mentor would have mapped out and drew out everything for me and showed me everything. Not only would that 50 would have been 100, that 50, I would have had 10, 15 properties by now. That 50 would have turned into 5 million.
Yeah, bro. Like
that's the power of mentorship.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
And I should have never used my money.
That part.
Never should have used my money. You hear me?
So you could so had you did that play all over again today. Like let's say it's Coach Dev running this play.
Yeah, Coach Dev running this play.
You obviously gonna go on with some guy that's a mentor or something, right? But how would you run that play right now? If you really like
the very first thing I would do is I would grab a mentor.
Yeah. Pay him with like 10,000.
Pay him 10,000.
Right.
Go through his program, go through his mentorship, make sure I'm getting all of the knowledge, making sure I'm locking in, I'm paying attention, I'm getting my money's worth. And a lot of time we charge y'all because when you pay attention.
That's a fact.
You hear me? So that's $10,000. I'm in every class. I'm there. I'm gonna soak up all of the game, and then I'm gonna start to build relationships within that community, because when you get in this mentorship, it's not just you and the mentor. Like, you get access to their resources, you get access to their communities. Yeah. So now you rubbing shoulders with people you may not. So now I'm gonna start building my network by getting active in that community and start networking with folks. Mm-hmm. And then from that point in time, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get funded so that I can keep my other $40,000 in my motherfucking bank account.
So walk me through that. So it's like, okay, boom, you go in there, you definitely would have to build up your credit score to a certain level, you know what I'm saying, to do something. But then instead of you actually pulling out your 50,000 or your 40,000, you try to go to a credit union and grab like 10 or
we're gonna go through a process that we call credit card stacking.
Okay.
So I love this, so I can start talking real fast, and it might start getting confusing. So if it do, just let me know. I ain't trying to pull me back if I start going too fast, too far. But all right, this is the simplest I can put it. Like, when it comes to funding in banks, certain banks pull from certain credit bureaus. Okay. Right? So a Navy might pull from TransUnion.
Right.
BOA, Bank of America, might pull from Experian.
Right.
Chase might pull from Experian.
Yeah.
Okay? we're going to go directly to banks that pull from direct credit bureaus so that we're not accumulating all of these inquiries.
Got you.
So I can go in-house right here and get this one inquiry and apply for 50K. And then I can go over here, get this one inquiry, apply for 50K. And then I can go over here, and now I got $150,000
Okay.
with just 3 inquiries.
Got you. Now it's starting to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard about the play. I've you know, the influencers that are online, they tell you about these plays. But when you just said it, I visually just saw it. Like,
Right.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not like you just doing it with everybody. It's
Right.
not like you basically going to every person and saying like, hey bro, I'm trying to get this funded. You actually kind of like stacking it where it's the only certain things even showing.
Right, exactly.
While you actually like trying to accumulate the funds.
Exactly.
To actually like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Boom, boom, okay.
Exactly.
You gonna learn something today.
and
You gonna learn something today, man.
And that's why y'all gotta go to somebody like that understands it. Because it's all about the bank relationship. So you need to have a relationship with the banking manager in there. So when the average person is submitting their applications, I'm making a phone call. Look, I got a client, such and such, such and such. This is what the credit profile looks like. I'm gonna be pushing them through, sending you the application in the next few days. We're looking to get approved for 150, All right, boom, get back to me, boom. Send it over, they get back to you, which 90% of the time, 99.9% of the time is going to be approved. One, because we're making sure that our client's profile has all the requirements that the bank is asking for.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Hold on
Okay.
fast, bro. Because that be the part right there where Ray and them don't really be thinking about.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like the average Joe don't be, hey, bro, he probably got his grandma address on the
Facts.
LLC, bro.
Facts.
Like, hey, dog.
Facts.
And this not to be funny. I'm not saying this
No,
to be
you're right.
good to nobody.
No, you're right.
This the part of the podcast where it's like, this. We want to talk about it. We got to talk about this shit, bro. Like, okay, your credit profile. Or the different things that you feel like need to be in place before you even start even thinking about acquiring credit. Let's talk about it, bro. Run through it for me.
So the first thing that you need to do is you need to make sure that all of your information on your credit profile, that you only have one address, that you only have one phone number, that you only have one employer. Because most of y'all don't know, because y'all don't really check y'all credit profiles. It's hella shit on there. Like you probably got 10 names on there. You got 15 addresses. You got 6 jobs.
Right.
Like so your shit, because this is how they attaching it to you though. All of those different names and all of that has a number behind that's attached to those cases. So as long as you have all of those raggedy extra names and numbers on your credit profile, they're able to attach those to other cases. So then that's why your things are coming back verified. You have to get that off first. You got to clean that up first.
Okay.
First.
Okay.
Because anything that we challenge is going to come back verified because it's attached to one of those other 2 names. So that's the very first thing, is cleaning that up. One name, one address, one phone number.
Okay.
Boom. Then from there, we will build your credit profile up by adding the quick fix program. I'll just say that so we don't got to get too deep into that.
Yeah, okay.
The quick fix program. Boom. And then from there, we will make sure that your credit profile is structured properly. What the banks want is this: 0 late payments. Can't have no late payments. If you do have late payments, we would have cleaned that up by now. So you ready for funding? I'm giving y'all, you ready to go through the door now. I'm ready to give y'all go through the door. So 0 late payments, okay? You have to have less than 5 inquiries, okay? You need 3 credit cards with $2,500 limits on them, okay? No chargebacks, no late payments, no more than 5 inquiries, 3 cards with $2,500 on them, and at least one of those cards with a 2-year history on it. That's all you need, and you combine that with a 680 credit score, and we'll be able to get you $50,000 to $100,000.
Okay, hold up. So, in order to accumulate these cards, is there a way to do you stack them? Do you stack that as well, or do you tell somebody, I might just want to take you a couple months to basically like get this card, then you might get another one, or?
No, we gonna do all of that in one sweep, and it don't take a couple months. We could get all of that done anywhere between 15 to about 24 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like you said, I mean, because I want somebody to basically be able to watch this episode, bro, and be able to like really take away,
right?
Like, hey fam, it's not as complicated as you think. It's not like somebody that's the scary boogeyman that's about to come and actually like knock on your door, and actually like the credit bureaus are literally LLCs or entities that are just that. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you probably will be able to move and actually like act on these different plays. Because a lot of people are still stuck in that situation where, you know, grandma, moms, they told us, hey bro, if you can't afford it, you know, stay away from the credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Credit cards, the devil.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like not knowing that we should have been grabbing credit cards and been building up our credit history since back then. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a wild scenario to see play out, but at the same time, I want whoever's to watch this to be like, all right, look, he didn't just give me the play and just tell me like just to holler at him, grab this program. It's deeper than that. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, fam.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that you actually need to have in place before we can even boogie.
Mm-hmm.
That type shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All right,
Mm-hmm.
bet. Once you get this in place, we can do, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that was my biggest thing. And I feel like, especially with the climate and everything that's going on in the world today, bro, like, I told you this before we started, that you one of the most important human beings on the planet today.
Wow,
like,
right.
As we speak, like the knowledge and the things that you actually like are putting out there into the world and helping people, the shit that you're helping people with is not some small shit. Like, yes, it's, you know, credit has this generic feel to it. A lot of people have different ways of going about doing it. It's consumer law, it's Metro 2, it's XYZ, you know what I'm saying, disputing
Mm-hmm.
all that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. At the same time, it's like with you, I'm looking at it like, man, you're talking about not only speed, you're talking about a firm actually like plan. Like it's not something that we like you're pulling straws and hoping like, are we gonna put in this many rounds and this? You giving us like an actual structured plan to follow in a time where if you don't have one, bro, it's a scary thing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't want to get off this podcast without actually like highlighting that shit. And there's a few other things, man. Like I always ask people this, you know what I'm saying? You know, you never know what 5 or 10 years will do. I just showed you what 2 years did. We just watched some
that's crazy.
behind the scenes
That's crazy.
footage
Yeah.
from April of 2023.
Yeah.
And you just saw your man Day in the spot, really not even trying to talk to nobody. No tattoo. No, never. He in the corner like, yo, like being like, like still trying to figure it out. To what we see today. 5 years is a long time, bro. A lot of shit can happen in 5 years. Like these cameras rolling. I'm telling y'all, we laughing and giggling. Y'all seeing this shit going. A lot of shit can happen in 5, 10 years, B.
A lot of shit can happen in 5, 10 months.
Yo.
Nigga, you see what y'all did? Bro, y'all niggas went crazy, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. In
Y'all
5
went crazy.
Months, 6 months, maybe they ran up like almost 4 million.
Right.
You know what I mean? Close to 4 million on there. But where you see, you know what I mean, Coach Dev, bro, like, you know what I mean, in the next 5, you know what I'm saying, God willing, we both, you know what I'm saying, can have this conversation one more time, you know what I'm saying, before then, but...
Inshallah. Well, first off, because this was bothering me, because I don't want to miseducate anyone. I think I gave y'all half of what you were going to need for funding, but I didn't give you the LLC portion of it.
Okay.
Shout out my girl, Joy, because she always says, you know, you got to run your business like Walmart, and she's completely right. So after we get you that credit profile, like I said, zero late payments and zero less than 5 inquiries and all of that. Once we have that structured, at the same time, we're going to be structuring your LLC, right? Now, you're going to need a business address. Now, some of you guys at home, you're not structuring your LLC properly, and you're not going to be able to get funding with a bullshit LLC. I mean, that's the only way I could put it, y'all.
It's getting good.
You know what I mean? So, shout out my girl Joyce. you know, she came up with this statement, you run it like Walmart, but she's absolutely right. If we have a business, we need to be running it like Walmart. So like my brother was saying earlier, you can't have grandma's address on your LLC. So when you're structuring your LLC, you need a business address, okay? And you can get that on GoDaddy.com. You're going to need a business address. You're going to need a business phone number, a 1-800 phone number. You can get that on Grasshopper.com, okay? You are going to need, what I say, business email, business phone number. You're going to need a virtual address. You're going to need a business address. You cannot, first off, your LLC is public information, y'all. So I don't know if you want to keep exposing your grandma, your mother, your own house and all of that, where somebody can easily find you and pull up that's public information. So that's one. And two, you want to not only protect yourself, but protect your business as well. So you're going to need a virtual address. So once you have these things set up, then you're going to proceed and go to a website, either InkFile or Busy. I like to use InkFile. And you're going to apply for your LLC. When you apply for your LLC through Busy, normally you're only going to have to pay a state fee. The 3 states that I recommend is Wyoming, Delaware, and Nevada. Wyoming, Delaware, and Nevada are the 3 states I recommend because they allow you to create your LLC and remain anonymous. So if anyone's trying to sue you, it's going to be very difficult to sue you in those states. Also, using Busy, you're only going to have to pay a state fee, which is normally $125 to like $250, depending on whatever state that you are in. So, business address, business email, business phone number, your LLC, right? Next thing you're going to need is your EIN number. This is free. You can go on IRS.com and get your EIN number. So once you have those things structured, then you want to go open a business bank account at a Chase or a BOA. I personally recommend Navy Federal. I recommend that you go to Navy Federal or Chase first. You want to try to get your credit unions. You definitely want to start establishing a relationship in a credit union. If you are making money and you are receiving a check every week, every 2 weeks, you have direct deposit. The next thing that you need to be doing is you need to have a bank account at Chase and you need to have a bank account at Navy. You need to be splitting your direct deposit, 50% into Navy, the other 50% into Chase. The reason why you're doing this is because we're going to be establishing relationships. While I'm over here fixing your credit for these next 4 months, you're going to be establishing a relationship with these banks. Now, at the end of that 120 days, once you got that 680 credit score and you're in alignment with what I told you that the banks are requiring, and you've done this and structured your LLC like this, now you're eligible. Now you're eligible for some real money. With how I just set it up, now you're eligible for some real money. 75, 100, 150, 200, things like that. So I just don't want to mislead anyone, and I just want to leave y'all with that. That's how you would do it, and that's how you get funded.
That's big boy. That's big boy shit, because a lot of people, like you said, the LLC is a simple thing. A lot of people set the LLC up and they really don't have the articles of organization together.
Right.
They don't have a lot of different things together. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I started off, that was my problem. It was like, man, I just didn't want nobody to say the damn name.
Right.
I felt like niggas got too comfortable saying they was doing it the boss heavyweight. Right. You know what I mean? Set the LLC up, put the wrong address. I did all that shit. Right. So that's why I make it a point to say, hey, bro, make sure when you set this shit up that you actually do it correctly. Facts. You actually, like, you know what I mean, try to structure things.
How much did you spend?
What you mean?
On your LLC?
I did mine directly through the state, so it was only like $150. It wasn't that much at all.
You ain't go through the whole. Oh, you through the state. I got you. So you just paid the state fee.
Yeah.
I got you. But what you use? Something like Busy?
Nah, I went straight through like Maryland.gov.
Oh, okay.
I went directly through there.
Got you. And there's only $150?
Yeah. I
seen someone do that. One of my mentees did that like 4 months ago. They charged her like $500.
For what?
To build her LLC.
What you mean?
To do what I just told them to do.
To do all, okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, that wasn't even. They just went through Maryland. Actually, they just went through Maryland. What you talking about? They ended up paying like $500. So, all right, let me ask you. So, when you went through that, did they do your EIN, LLC? They gave you all of that. What else would they do? Of course, your articles. They're gonna send you that
I had
in the
filled out
mail.
the articles, organization, sent that in. I did all that shit myself.
Do they give you I'm looking at the.
They give me I had to do the duns separate.
You had to do that separate?
Yeah, but that was.
I did leave that step out too, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all dunce too in those steps. That's free as well.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's all I really remember.
And you just paid the $150?
Yeah.
So you ain't get the business email address and all of that at that time?
Nah.
Okay.
I got all my business email. See, all right, so again, even now, I went through like Namecheap or went through
Namecheap is a good one though.
Namecheap was the joint that I always
with your domain.
My domain.
Yeah.
I had, all right, so for me as a digital creator, during the pandemic, creating websites was a thing. So having hosting on SiteGround was like one of those situations where I bet I could write a domain for however much it is on Namecheap. I can make whatever website, even to this day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got hosting.
Right.
So, like, yeah, I always went through like Namecheap. Where did I get the business email? iPostal was like $100.
Yeah, iPostal. Yep.
It was like another joint, you know what I mean? So it's like some.
You get your virtual address on iPostal, y'all.
Yeah, you feel me? Like some shit like $100 a year.
Yep.
Something slight, you feel me? So.
Yeah, I only asked because I know, like I said, when I seen my first mentee, she spent, it was close to $500.
But I'm the Jamaican though, bro. Like I be doing all this shit myself. Like I be finding ways to do shit. Like I really, I can't really even explain. I'm dead ass. Like a lot of people be telling all the time. I hear this all the time. Okay, how much it costs to even do that on this joint, bro? It costs me like a couple $100. Probably like I'm still putting no drywall down. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm that guy.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll just do
you gonna do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
jack
it's not
all
gonna
trades.
cost me the same as much.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just always in that mode where it's like, bro, I do that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Right. I ain't scared of the work.
Yeah. Like I'm always so.
Wow. Where you get that work ethic from?
Bro, my mom was she was one of them ones, man. Like
what she do?
She worked at the sheriff's office my whole life.
Okay.
But she used to work at that sheriff's office and do hair in the afternoon. And then do hair on the weekend. So it was like times where I was playing football. I used to see my mom come home.
Who you was playing for?
Wheaton. I was
Wheaton. Y'all was nice?
Boys could hell yeah.
Oh, alright. I know White Oak was nice.
White Oak, that was before White Oak was even around.
Oh,
that's
alright.
some wild shit.
Okay.
Like all them trophies back there, Wheaton joints and shit. But it's like, I be saying to myself, my mom was the one that showed me, like, my nigga, you can do it. Like, all right, we used to have football practice. Used to come home from work, put something in the slow cooker so that shit could be done by the time I get home from school. Come home from work, have a client waiting for her when she come home from work. Do whatever the preliminary shit is to this lady hair. Wash her hair, whatever. Put her under the dryer. Take me to football practice. Come back, finish the lady hair. Come get me from football practice.
Wow.
Put a blanket on the back seat and pick up me and my partners and come
Wow.
home and then like serve dinner and then do it and then be up at 5 o'clock the next day.
Alhamdulillah. Wow.
Yeah, you understand? Like, I still don't like, and it was 5 of us. I be really confused on how the fuck she did it because I be all over the place with my one son. It was me and 4 of my sisters, bro. Like, think about what I'm trying to say.
Where you at in that? The youngest, the oldest?
The baby.
You the baby?
So I had all my sisters was older. My brother was older, but he didn't stay with it. So it was like, growing up, it was like, dog, I was not inside this crib or trying to fight them to get into this bathroom because it's 4 girls, it's me.
Right.
I was outside in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brothers was outside. It was no G.I. Joes. It was all like Barbies and shit in here. Like, you know what I mean? It was, my partners was out, you know what I mean? So growing up, bro, the hustle came from just like, seeing Mom Dukes actually show a nigga like in real time. In real time, bro, what this shit look like, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I swear, dog, let me ask you this, dog. I know that you're a little younger, but do you aspire to have any kids? Like what that look like for you in the future, bro? Like how does the little dams and your next 5-10 years look, bro?
Well, first off, your mom reminds me a lot of my grandmother. Like, the fact that she was able to work, do hair, drop you off, pick you up, come back, do the hair. And, like, you know, my grandmother, she worked 5 jobs at, like, 80 years old. I up until she got cancer and died from cancer, like, she worked 4 or 5 jobs my entire life. I remember that.
Jesus
So
Christ.
it's crazy, you know. Shout out my black women out there, man. Definitely, like,
Strong,
that's
bro.
strong black women that's, like, really leading by example and, you know, that first image in our eyes of what hard work feels like. Like, shout out my mothers, my queens out there. But as far as what you asked me, as far as the kids, like, yeah, I definitely aspire to have some soon, hopefully. Like, it just hasn't worked out like that.
No.
Yeah, like, and I'm kind of grateful because some of the ones in the past wouldn't have been the best options anyway.
Right.
But
Nah, I get it. I just like, and the legacy part of it is like, that's basically what I talk
do.
about a lot of
I
times.
do.
It's like, man,
I do.
I was only blessed to have one. Me and my wife was trying to have kids for a while, bro. And it was hard.
Y'all still married?
Yeah, so I got married at 09, fam.
Oh, 09.
Think
Wow.
about that
How old
shit.
was you? 18?
I was like, hell nah. I was 25.
25.
I was like
Oh, 09.
around 25.
Yeah, we the same age.
Hell no, because this year I just turned 40.
Oh, all right.
So I got married, I was like 25.
All right.
And then, yeah, we about to be 41 this year. So yeah, we've been 15,
I'm gonna be 36 this year.
So it's like 15, 16 years in the game. So a lot of wealth, like a lot of the things that I describe as wealth, and stuff like that. It's like, my nigga, you can't buy that shit.
You can't.
You can't purchase
Good health and longevity and yeah.
You know what I mean?
And real love.
So it's like, I may not, like I always tell Dave, I was like, bro, I may not have the M's or I may not have all the accolades that come with all the shit, but somewhere in here, I feel like I know what's in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always said that shit. Like, I already know, like, it's on its way, bro. I just actually, like, put the output out there because the Kanye documentary, I showed you that shit.
Nigga.
Bro. That shit's sick.
First off, you already got it in here.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And the world don't know, like this, what you showed me behind the scenes. Like, my nigga, you already sitting on a gold mine. Like, really. Like really. Yo, this man is building the brands and YouTubes and channels up to millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views. Look, if you ain't going to do it, I'm going to tell y'all, look, if you want to build your channel up, your YouTube channel to over 1 million views in 90 days and help build your brand and help scale your business and help make more sales and help get your brand out there to more people, millions of people, boss heavy.
Hey,
it's the man for the job. He gonna do it. You heard me?
What he said.
Yeah. From Coach Dad.
What he said.
Yeah.
Man. Like real shit. I mean, listen, dog. And again,
I'm about to be the next testimony. Watch
bro.
I don't got a YouTube channel yet. Look, y'all, I'm gonna be the guinea pig. Watch.
Listen, it's
this gonna be my first. This gonna be my first episode. Yeah.
And listen, and tell you, all it takes is for you to say, you know what? All right, Swift. This the game plan. We commit. We say, nigga, no matter, come hell or high water for these next 90 days.
We shooting.
We shooting.
Yep.
And bro, when I say, I tell people this shit, but I mean this. It's like, it's Valentine's Day. It's such a set.
Birthday.
Bro, whatever.
Right.
I'm gonna meet you at 9 o'clock though. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like that though. It's that type of intensity that you have to have.
You have to have. People don't understand that.
You have to have.
You have
that
to,
shit,
bro. You have to. You have to.
It don't work, bro.
It don't work.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
Facts.
I tell niggas all the time, like, bro, I get it from the outside looking in. You see the views, you see the accolades, you see the shit, but the shit behind that, bro, is like it's a real thing. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always tell niggas, like, all right, bro, we gonna put the play together, we gonna put the plan together. But the truth of the matter is like, my nigga, it's that button of consistency that you're gonna have to flick on. That's gonna be it's a different level of that shit. Cause it's cool the first 5 episodes. It's cool the first 6 episodes. We run out of things to talk about. Now we gotta be creative. Now we gotta actually like get concepts. Look at what's working. Now we gotta do homework. Now we gotta look around and see, okay, this is what's working. This is what people are interested in. These are the things that are actually drawing attention. Attention to new currency. How can we put our spin on it? I bet everybody talking about credit. Everybody talking about Metro 2. I'm gonna give you a play. This is a play that I probably fuck around and just run with you. Cause I told my other nigga to run the joint, we ain't get to run it. Let me tell you the real play. Damn talking about the credit, bro. Shit gonna fuck you up when I tell you this shit. And the results, the credit, everything that you talking about, we gonna get to that part. And But what's gonna make somebody remember you before somebody else? I'm gonna tell you. We gonna put your shorty, we gonna give her a wig, put in like a grandma suit or something. We gonna get somebody like a little grandma suit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Hunch her back over, give her a cane and all that, dog. We gonna take her to Macy's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We gonna pull up. We gonna get grandma a couple moo-moos and some shit, you know what I'm saying, from off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna pull up to the shelf and grandma gonna pull out a debit card. And you gonna see somebody smack that debit card so far out of her motherfucking hand. It's gonna fly somewhere. And you gonna teach grandma the importance of credit and not using a debit card right there at that register right there. You know what I'm saying? Now listen. Yes, you done met your two guys. And then when somebody see that commercial, my nigga, they gonna remember, oh my God, this nigga was a nigga that smacked his grandma. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's the nigga that smacked his grandma, bro.
Right, facts.
And the fucking debit card went flying.
With the wig went this way, the glasses went this way, card was that way.
Nah, grandma, that's not what we doing. See, all right, so that is a part of the brand architecture that I talk about. It's outside of what you do. We showing the people in an interactive way to not only just draw what you do, but to have a visualization of, oh, that was that nigga that smacked his grandma debit card smooth out her hand, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna forget Coach Dev. See, that's the shit that a lot of people don't really even understand. It's like you can be the best at what you do.
Facts.
If you don't maximize on the creative aspect of it, and actually like do something that draws somebody to be like, hey, bro, that was that nigga that did this. Like the baby. A lot of people don't remember.
Yeah, he used to dress like a baby with the diaper and the fucking bottle.
Real talk. Yeah. Like he was on concert, bro, with a diaper on the baby, bro. Like you remember that.
Yeah, facts.
All right, so the rest is history, but at the same time, it's these visualizations, these things that as a creative, a lot of people kind of like, to be honest with you now, because everybody got an Osmo, everybody got a phone, everybody drink, they undermine that part of creativity of the creative. Like, okay, yes, we can pull up, we can shoot. I can make YouTube content for you so you blue in the face. It's these concepts, it's these different things that have changed the narrative for the nigga business for the next 5 years. Because it's that ad, bro. If you execute on that joint the right way, my nigga, out of here.
That's a fact.
As a credit nigga.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
I told my nigga this shit. He bluffed on it. But I'm telling you, like, no, we might have to do it before we even publish this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be nigga.
Fact. Nah, fact.
I'm taking real live,
I'm running with
see
it.
that shit
fact.
and be like, hey,
fact.
bro, that nigga not lying.
Yeah,
Because if you understand with a creative mind, how my mind works,
right.
It's not about how good you are, bro.
Yeah.
It's how memorable you
That's a
can
fact.
be.
That's a fact. 100%.
Right? You gonna come holler at me, I might tell you my story, you might resonate my story, street nigga that did all this, did it from the iPhone, built the real estate, whatever, right? That might hit you. But then it'll be like, bro, that was that nigga that told me about the tariffs and broke it down about how if he was to go grab an onion and he put $150 on this onion, how it's gonna cost everybody a couple more dollars to get this work from me. He gonna remember that.
Facts.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
And they gonna be
Facts.
like, hey, bro.
Facts. Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
Facts.
it's like, it's deeper than just
Facts.
what you do, home. It's
Facts.
about how you articulate the vision to the masses and how you can actually like show them through a creative lens what it is you do and the importance of how it is not to use that debit card, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck it look like grandma to actually like grab this Amex Gold or whatever. Like this is important.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people can have a camera, they do their shit, and I don't not no creative, bro. Just know whatever they doing, but that's brand architecture. Like that's what I feel like I specialize in more than anything. Like I be telling niggas all the time, we can shoot an ad in this room. Like one of my partners, we did credit as well, and it was a little booth, like sitting behind us somewhere. And I was like, my nigga, you gotta motherfucking point to that booth and tell these people that their world ain't gonna be bigger than what's inside that booth right there if they don't fix their credit. You know what I'm saying? That booth would have been just sitting there as another prop had I not said nothing.
Facts.
But the act of actually like visualizing what it could be when you in the environment and actually like articulating, okay, nah, nigga, we need to use this to do this. Hey, crawl from above this table and be like, hey, bro, this going on. Pop around this corner, nigga, with some Wallow energy one time. Matter of fact, I need you cooler right here. All that type shit is really what makes the shit go.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas, I don't really downgrade the creatives or niggas with cameras or whatever, but dog, everybody can get one of these joints on Klon or Apple Pay at this point. You can grab you can grab a camera or climb the Afterpay right now, dog, and run around. But it's this part of it that changes the perspective and basically change. So when I actually sit down with somebody, this is what I feel like changes what I do from the average nigga, right? Nigga gonna come and shoot you. We gonna make the content. Cool. But ain't too many ones gonna sit back, burn one with you and be like, hey bro, you know what, dog, be dope if we did this. And then real live, like pull 2-3 cameras up, execute on that play right there. And like run it. Like that's different. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, well, he just said he wanted to pull up and he wanted to shoot. I'm gonna just depend on whatever you have in your mind to shoot today. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you, like, bro, when you in this space of actually like being a creator, I feel like you need to be able to distinguish yourself from whether or not you're a creator or influencer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about that right fast.
Get tap into that.
I'm gonna talk
deep.
About that right fast.
That's deep.
Look, a lot of y'all, a lot of people that I encounter, they come up to me and they say they want to make this content. Right? Content and exposure kind of go hand in hand. Attention go hand in hand, right? But what they don't realize is that it's not really that you really want to make the content. You really want the influence.
The attention.
The influence. But you can't really get the influence until you have the amount of results to garner that type of attention. What happens is, okay, as you're building, we're both in that phase right now. We under 20,000 followers, you know what I mean? Whatever. We seeing a nigga with 150,000 followers doing the same thing, right? Yet, he probably been doing this since 2019. Like, he probably was in the meetings, he probably was doing some shit, whatever. At the same time, what people get confused is like, it's a difference between a creative, somebody that create content, and somebody that influence the masses.
Facts.
It's two different things. But you can't be an influencer unless you fucking create.
Facts. So
when people get caught up and be like, hey bro, I'm gonna create this content, I only got 500 views, 600 views, I'm about to stop doing this shit. They don't even realize they can never get to that other portion of it until they, you understand, put up enough volume to create the influence that garners that shit. So what happens is now it's like, okay, boom. A lot of niggas be like, bro, I want to create this content. I'm like, you know what? The sick part is it's not even about creating the content. It's the metric of success is not the amount of views, it's about the amount of output. You understand? So it don't matter how much motherfucking dope your content is in the beginning, don't holler at me until you do 100 of them.
Exactly.
I haven't even been popping my shit until I do 100 podcasts, bro. I ain't Oprah Winfrey in this shit yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a grasp on how to ask you these questions yet. I'm just being me. But at the same time, I need to do 100 of these motherfuckers for me to be like, hey bro, yeah, okay. These 40 joints work right here. Matter of fact, when I started the podcast this what happened. Matter of fact, when I let this nigga get up on the whiteboard and show us the shit, this what happened. Like you gotta find different things to interact with your audience. Hey man, I let these niggas call in on this podcast. Matter of fact, we shot this podcast in this nigga hood. This what happened. You gotta all that shit. You're not gonna know until I pull up the Baltimore nigga and shoot a joint in somebody's hood. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So a lot of people be so caught up in the metrics, like, hey bro, I got 300 views, I got I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Cause I've been him, bro. Like I've never been picked last for recess. Some niggas say all the time. I always this shit don't really matter. It's just like, but once I do 100, let's double back and see what niggas on.
And you know what you're referring to is the compound effect. Like I don't know if y'all read that book.
It's a real joint.
That's if you can get that. I think it's Greg Hardy, if I'm not mistaken. The compound effect. That's what he's talking about. And I'm watching it with myself right now in real life time, bro. I was in the bed with wifey a couple of nights ago. Cause damn, what you saying is so real. We about to get real transparent real quick, right? Like we gonna get real transparent. So I had this habit, and Run taught me like, yo, it's a vanity thing, like just cut your likes off. But I had this habit where I would post some shit and I'm like, man, I know that's some hard shit. You feel what I'm saying? I know I was kicking some shit. Like 30 likes, 100 views. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna just delete it. And I kept deleting shit, but wifey like, yo, stop deleting it. Just leave it. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, somebody's gonna come back to it at some point in time. Like leave it. The more that you keep putting it in, deleting it, putting it in, deleting it, you only fucking yourself up. Just keep stacking it. The compound effect. I'm saying that to say this. All of that shit hit me a couple nights ago when I'm laying in the bed with her, and I'm going through my what's the name, and I just started smiling. She's like, what you smiling at? I'm like, I worked my way into an influencer position. Like, you come to my page, you're gonna learn you something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to place my foot in this. You feel what I'm saying? And that's by just continuing to do exactly what you were saying, putting your head down and just keep grinding. So I stopped deleting the posts, just kept leaving. Fuck it. And now you go through my shit is, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you got a compound effect. We got to start somewhere. We all got to start somewhere.
Hey, bro, that shit is crazy. The
That's
only
real.
thing that work is the work, my nigga.
The only thing that work is the work.
The only thing that work is the work, my nigga. And it's like, bro, and I ask niggas this shit all the time. Like, cause I'm a baller.
Right.
I play basketball, play football, do a lot of shit.
Right.
Tell me a nigga that you seen with a wet jumper that only shot 300 jumpers, man.
Right.
Tell me the first nigga, like, I guarantee
like
you.
doing that a day.
Like, Steph Curry, one of my most prolific shooters ever.
Yeah.
Niggas don't remember when his ankle kept breaking, though.
No,
niggas don't remember when he was, like, coming out of Davidson. Them niggas was even wondering if he was even going to make it to the league because his ankle, he had all this shit.
Right.
I guarantee your ass he was shooting 1,000+ jumpers a day, bro, while niggas was in the dark.
Facts. Yep.
To the point now where he could just shoot them from half court, just turn around before they're even halfway there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, like, all this. Bro, we gotta shoot 1,000 of these, B.
Yeah.
Fam, and it's like, real talk.
Yeah.
Don't tell me your jumper wet till you shot 5,000 joints.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard for me to look at you and be like, oh, you serious about balling, bro? If you ain't really in the gym really shooting. You understand? So I look at when you look at the parallels of like this, a lot of people be like, dog, you know, I shot for like 2 years. But I was only shooting Monday and Thursday, and you know what I'm saying? I put up probably 20 jumpers a week. Meantime, was a nigga like Kobe been putting up 150, 200, 300 jumpers a session for 4 sessions a day. And you wondering when he get on the court why he move like that. Why you understand what I'm saying? Like, so the same rules apply to this. It's just like my thing is, my biggest pet peeve for River now is the systems. Like, I've seen you debate. That's one thing I want to congratulate you on for. Like, I've seen you come off the porch, dog, and ask me about we talking about Opus Clip, right? Figuring out how to even clip up your podcast.
Facts.
To even put the joint. To hosting a university and having anytime I DM you or anything, having automation to clip and go in like you fucking Roman. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. Like, your managed that on point, you understand what I'm saying? Your whole situation. So it's like, I've seen, that's what I mean by like the entrepreneurship, bro. It's like, you ain't really take a whole lot of time to really figure nothing out. You kind of like took the training wheels off and just started running and gunning. Wow. But it's like, when I look at it, I'm like, bro, those are the things, to be honest with you, that I'm missing right now. Those back-end situations that can actually multiply swift. I got sauce for your ass, bro. Listen, if you watching this right now, if you get into my presence and we start doing something, one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain, we winning.
Facts.
We winning. That's no question. You know what I'm saying? But it's only one Jamaican, bro. It's only one nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, somehow, some way, duplicate the sauce. Because it's not, I don't think, at this point, at first it was like, this might have been I might have lucked up. Remember when I first met you, I was riding the wave with just one win. That's another thing. Your confidence gonna come from
the wins.
Your actual things that you do.
Yeah, action.
The action, right? I did that first thing and I was winning with that job. When we had that first podcast, I'm like, yeah, man, I got a nigga 1 million views, That was like my first W though. You know what I'm saying? My nigga did that shit 2 more times since then. Now it's like, hey, this ain't a coincidence.
Right. I got the formula. That's the formula.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's the formula.
Okay, so now it's time. Right. So now it's like, okay, how do we actually not only position it where it hit the masses, but then I can talk to as many people as I can to stop my one-to-many presentation, my webinar, whatever it may be. Start off the foundation, start off a situation where you come to my webinar and they be leaving with content type shit. Like, I want you to come and I'm going to have a format where you actually leave with some tangible shit. You know what I'm saying? After you fuck with a nigga, okay, bet. If you really want to log in, then we can log in. But you come here tonight, I'm gonna give y'all this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mute your screen, whatever.
Right.
But let's jump off. Let's do it for real, like right now, cause I learned from doing, bro. So interactive dynamic range videos is me.
Yep.
I don't really learn. Don't hand me no manual and tell me to read this joint and tell me.
I ain't reading shit.
This is
I'm
how
looking at the pictures. Look, putting shit together.
I'm gonna see. Now I'm gonna just wait for that. Hey, man, just show me right quick. Like, show me how I do it. I'm looking at, cause that's how I watch film. I used to have to see how a nigga foot was when he was in the stance, whether or not he was whether or not he was really trying to.
But you was playing
corner, receiver,
safety,
everything.
all the fast shit like I was playing. Running back,
return,
slot, kick return, punt return.
So yeah, it was like, nah, nigga, like,
shot.
Man, pop that joint, man. Shit, man. I know it's late in the episode, bro, but shit, this ain't Drake chaps or nothing, nigga. But fuck they gon' bring me to deli and that motherfucker pop that joint, nigga. Crack the seal on that hoe.
Yeah, it's your bottle. You open it.
Let me see.
It's your bottle at this point.
Crack the seal on this, nigga.
Ginger ale.
And real talk, man. Beyond anything else, man, I think we do need to take a shot. For all the adversity that I know that you have overcame, bro. Like, to be honest with you, backstory to this pod is I met Dev through his brother, for real. You know what I'm saying? Poured up on his bro. I forgot what the hell we was doing that night.
Y'all was coming to yeah, you was coming to record day to be on my podcast. You was the BTS. And I end up chopping it up with you so much. I'm like, nah, you got to be on the camera.
That's exactly how it happened. I forgot why I was even there. I just remember being like, nigga, I was there to shoot it.
Yeah.
And then Dayron was like, you was like, nigga, we need to go ahead and get you up on there.
Yeah, you was giving too much game then. Like, this nigga ahead of his time. I'm really behind y'all. Like, I'm trying to catch up. My brother and them, they've been schooling me for y'all niggas y'all was going at Neo shit 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, y'all been.
You good?
Yeah.
I know wife would need to be. Hey, drink everything responsibly, y'all. You know what I'm saying? First bottle gift, you know what I'm saying, from the Boss Heavy Studios. This something swanky right here too, man. Shout out to W. Jeezy and all this folks. You know.
Shout out Jeezy.
What's this right here? This me or this you?
Oh, I poured one for you.
Oh shit! All right, so hold on. Let me go ahead and grab the ginger ale. So this already had ginger ale in there?
Yeah, I got ginger ale in there.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
All right, so fuck it. We just had that whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think it might be just ginger ale.
This one right
here?
Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and pour some of this drink. Make sure. Nah, this probably got something in there.
It do got something in there?
Hell yeah. Good, though. Be back in a mix.
Nah.
Be good. But nah, bro, like, again, man, you know, just off of proximity, dog, you couldn't be fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, the way I look at it is like, a lot of people that I come across, I kind of gauge them from a lot of different lenses, but the one thing that I noticed about you from the very first time that I met you, bro, was the authenticity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, nigga, you gonna be you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dayron gonna be Dayron, bro. But is there anything, bro, that you feel like we didn't touch on that you want the people to know? That I know that we done talked about some of your programs that you have. We talked about some of your endeavors that you done went through, you know what I'm saying, in life. But like, this is your open, like, spot to, like, let people know whatever it is that you want to record or express.
What's this shit? What you want, like, what's this, your 7th, 8th one? What you want right now?
Yep, I'm somewhere around there. I think I got, like, 6. 6, matter of fact. I did like 10. But this gonna be, like, the 6th one that I'm gonna post.
The 6th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I did 10 though, but it was before we even had this shit. I might as well post that shit before we had it painted good.
Right.
Before any of this shit was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I was in here just trying to, like, fuck around. You know what I mean?
Right. You still figuring it out.
Yeah. Like massive imperfect action has always been the play.
Right.
Like I'm gonna figure it out by doing the shit. So it's like,
action over intelligence.
Yeah. I don't want you to tell me how to drive from the passenger seat. Like let me hop in the fucking driver's seat.
Over there, right.
And I might hit something.
Right.
But at least let me fucking do the shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't learn how to swim by just
Nah, that's
you know what I mean?
That's actually a good what's the name to have though? Like a good characteristic to have, a good trait. I mean that because you always taking action.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that might sit back and watch, but because of a motherfucker not throwing them in there or forcing them to get in there, now they just gonna watch from the sidelines and then they don't apply and they don't take action.
That's the biggest thing.
You understand? So that's why you able to do what you doing because you're an action taker, bro.
I'm telling you right now, it take nuts to hop out there with a phone and do the shit I did, bro. Like it take real
Yo, y'all got
nuts,
it. We recording?
Yeah.
Yo, y'all gotta see. You might have to throw a clip under this or something. Like they gotta see that. That was crazy work.
It take real
that
nuts,
was crazy
dog,
work.
to go on the sideline. I'm talking about, all right, so look, pin this though. I'm on the sideline. Everybody got one of these. And they looking at me kind of laughing for real.
Laughing. Don't know.
Because don't know that, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking up that. But half the shooters in the pandemic was rich white dudes from Georgetown Prep, shit like that. They had these joints on the sideline. I'm out there with my iPhone, bro. Making them joints. So it's like, it take a different nigga. I can't really explain, like, but you just gotta, like, kind of block out the noise.
But drive, bro.
And
let's drive.
However it go, it go.
Yeah.
You know, I never really was scared to be like, hey, bro, you the best receiver on 18. I know I play quarterback. I know I play something on offense already. But guess what, bro? I'ma check you. I'ma follow you around the whole field. If you cook me, dog.
Right. But
I've never been a nigga to shy away from checking that nigga.
Facts.
Or seeing that challenge.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Like a lot of niggas be just shying away from the smoke.
Yeah.
It's like fuck it.
Yeah.
I know I don't just play DB. I play DB and receiver. I play DB and but I gotta check this nigga.
Facts.
Or we definitely gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like type shit.
Yeah.
So that mentality, dog, I can't shake it. I can't shake that shit.
That's not one to shake. That's one that shit the world needs. Like that's an action taker, bro.
I think that's why they fuck with a nigga.
Because they not fucking with somebody that ain't no action taker for sure.
But he's still looking at me like you bluffing, yo. Like he's fucking bluffing.
He know you ain't bluffing.
Nah, he like, nigga, you bluffing. Because a lot of times he be saying, like, he know. The thing about Dave, he know what
because we know how far you can go.
Yeah. He like, you bluffing, dog. Like, beyond anything else.
So what you think? What you think that's holding you back?
It's a lot of me. All right. So again, I think that a lot of the traumas that I've experienced in my time has shaped kind of like how I view shit. And I can only say that personally, I've only felt empowered to be my true self recently. For a long time, I had to hide who Boss Heavy was and make sure that the person that I was shooting for got the notoriety.
So you had to dim your light to make sure another nigga.
So it's like, nigga, I'm getting niggas millions of views. I'm getting you all these subscribers, but I'm still trying to wear the bucket hat and kind of hide up in the back seat of the shit. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you good. But then the instant that I started, motherfucker turning the camera around the other way and talking like how I talk, doing the shit that I do, because it's like, a lot of niggas be Martin Luther King, nigga. I'm Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a different nigga. I'm a Burner J. We gonna drink something. I'm different, bro. But when I start talking, it hit different. And I've never been comfortable being Malcolm X, being myself in the mix of everybody, you know what I'm saying? While I'm still trying to actually, like, blow you. Dayron been the first nigga that allowed me to kind of, like, be like, hey, bro, you know what? Nigga, I'm already kind of did it.
Yeah, see, that got me worried more about the niggas that you shooting, though, because they should never feel no type of way. I will say this. I love this interview, too, because it's some super, super transparent shit that nobody else will be able to catch in no other moments. No. But I'll say this, like, as a former musician, I had a cameraman, and I loved him to death, and I supported him so much that even though he was my cameraman, I let him jump on tracks with me and all of that. Yeah. Like, I supported that. Like, I'm like, yo, let's do a whole tape together. You feel what I'm saying? Because I knew that he didn't want to just be behind the camera. You feel me? Like he had ambitions to make music too. Who am I to stand in the way of that? Nah, come on, I'm already doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, shit, you got the can. You have to. Fuck it, let's do it together.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So anybody that has an issue with that, it's just crazy to me. Like I don't get it.
Okay. So internally, it's a thing that you have to really kind of like navigate, because it's like, as a creative, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that experienced this. You know, you got the key. Okay. I know that I got the studio. I got the thing. I can do the shit. I know I can do all the shit. But it's a line you kind of like gotta teeter, or you feel like you gotta teeter. Like, if, let's say, for example, I'm rocking with you. Mind you, I only had like 2,000 subscribers or 2,000 followers when I first started doing this shit. Behind the scenes, right? As soon as I turned the camera around, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, from July to like maybe like August or so, I turned the camera around, bro, like 5,000 followers.
Wow.
And I was like,
yeah,
nah, dog, like,
because the content was different.
I don't have no offer. I don't have no course. I don't have anything to drive you people to.
But you have value.
Why the fuck am I driving all these niggas to?
Because you have value, bro.
That's so okay. So
I remember them early joints you was shooting, like, yeah, get 10 of these a day or some shit, like,
yes.
Yeah, like,
get
like your reps in.
So then I'm doing this shit, and then I'm like, bro, okay, I gotta stop doing this shit until I actually like put everything else behind it, because to me, I feel like I'm not a here is me type of guy. I don't give a fuck about all of the vanity metrics. If you gonna fuck with me, I want you to get something out of this shit, just like we doing right now. Like, I want you to leave with some more than what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at. I was like, well, nah, I gotta actually put this together. At the same time, people don't really understand what it feel like or what it is to get paid off of creativity.
Right. Facts.
Well, your lights gotta stay on based off of what you create.
Yeah. That's beautiful when you get to that point, though.
It's a different thing.
That's empowering, bro.
It's different.
Yeah.
But no, it's different.
That's
because
empowering.
It's like, that Canva shit ain't just some little Canva shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
this DJI Osmo ain't just a real fucking camera now. Like, this is my third camera, bro. Like, you get what I'm trying to tell you? Like, it's creativity is a different game, bro. It's like, it's empowering. It's cool when you in the midst of it, but it's also one of them type of things where it's like, my nigga, you gotta perform.
Yeah.
We gotta shoot. We can't miss too many buckets, bro.
Facts.
Or else, you know what I'm saying? They is not paying a nigga if I'm not motherfucker. Like, we can't miss too many shots. You get what I'm saying? So to be paid off creativity it's a different muscle, and I think a lot of people undermine what that is, bro. And for me, I've kind of come to grips with it, but it's like, I always told myself, my nigga, like, I don't have that option to go to a job and fill out the application and not check off that box that I got that felony. So if I don't do this, if I don't get it out the mud, if I don't create some shit, nigga, it ain't gonna shake. Wow. I have to do this. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. It's like it's not a one thing. Right. This like, nigga, this what we have to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? You tell everybody has their own God or have their own master, their job, whatever it may be, your goals, your ambitions, the things that you want to do, the people that you're around, the energy you attract becomes your master. And this is what you're experiencing right now, real time. Like, my nigga, I've been around, like you said, your brother. I've been around a couple different niggas that do a lot of influential shit. I showed you the real estate shit. I showed you a couple different block shops, whatever. Nigga, it's contagious, bro. I can't go back to the nigga that I once was. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that the nigga that I'm becoming is a different beast. It's a different nigga. Like, anytime this nigga Swift actually, like, starts getting in front of the lens. Like, you seeing me control 3 different jokes right now. Like, anytime you see me getting... that's how you know. So it's like... you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the point in that crossroad where it's a beautiful space to be, because it's the becoming, but I done already showed you, dog. I done already seen the process of what this look like. Facts. From nothing. From nothing, bro. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ain't scared of it. It's just that I'm kind of like building up my shit kind of a little different, just a little slower. This is like, man, I'm taking my time, and I know that, to be honest with you, This might sound some weird shit. It might sound some cocky shit, but it's like, dog, I don't really lose often, my nigga. We're gonna fucking win.
Yes, we are.
Like this might sound wild.
Nah, facts.
Dog, we going fucking
And you know what? And even after you put it in that perspective, like, yo, we gonna fucking win. Like, cause I know me and my brother, like, we like action takers. We the niggas that's like, go now.
Yeah.
Now, nigga. Now, nigga, you got it now. You feel me? But actually, as I'm hearing you, like, with that confidence in it, so it's all right for a nigga to make sure I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
When I get there, I'm going to make sure everything is done right, because when I get there, I'm not coming back to step 3 because I missed 4 and 5. Nah, I'm making sure 1 through 10. So there's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, the work is still getting done. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We, at the end of the day, we love you. We know what your value is. Like, we know what you bring. We just want the world to get it. We want to put that battery back. Like, we want to see you, Because I told you this shit, bro. When me and you was at his last function, and me and you was sitting back and looking at the dates and all of that, and you pulled me to the side and was like, yo, this year, Dev, like, this year, it's time to turn up. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. This it. We 3 months in.
The crazy part is like this, though, bro. It's like, it ain't no going back, right? So it's like,
too deep.
Once we in,
nigga,
on my F type shit.
Too deep. Too deep. Ain't no going back.
We can't go
Niggas
back.
is hundreds of thousands, or at least 50s of thousands. Nigga, is that 10K, 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 10K? Like, who going back?
Nah, fam. So I'm telling you, like, on some real type time. Good, bro. Nah, fam. Honestly, this one of them interviews that I feel like I'm gonna be geeked to really like cut this one up.
Yeah.
I want to see what this is. You know what I'm saying? Be crazy. I want to kind of see what this is. I want to see what's going on.
Right.
At the same time, though, I always tell people when they down here, I wanted to make sure that we got this like on the lens. Like, bro, if you made it and down here, if you made it to this location down here and this spot down this jump, you mean something. So
facts.
This ain't a spot where everybody can just...
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm telling you this shit like, my nigga, I want to see you go up. I definitely want to see you go crazy 2025. We've been talking about, like I said, this the year to really like start material, you know what I'm saying? But, like, putting everything in perspective. But my biggest thing is, man, tell the folks, bro, like, where you see yourself, you know what I'm saying, and what to get expect from you from in the future, even if it's not the next 5 years, bro. Because I feel like you got a ways to go, bro. Like, you about to be on some other shit in the next like 12 months.
So to get crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
so to get crazy.
In the next 12 months, fam. Like, we ain't talking about the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, I feel like you really about to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Shortly. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
I want to capture this, dog.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I had to go grab an extra battery and make sure that we captured this right. Like, where you see this going, bro?
Wow. That one almost made me emotional, because while you saying it, I'm seeing it. Like, I'm flashing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm flashing it. Man, we going up. The brand is going up. Coach Dev is going up. Freedom University is going up. The community is going up. You know, the family, we going up. Anything that's connected to the brand and close by, man, we going up. We inspiring each other for 2025. You know, we progressing as a team, iron and sharpening and iron. You know what I mean? And you're going to see a lot of our team, whether it's me, Dave, Boss Heavy, the connections, extensions, like, you're going to see a lot of us this year, just in general. But one thing I do want to say is, like, I want to speak to the youth just real quick. Like, if you 25 and under, like, I'm somebody that came from the streets. I sold drugs. I hustled 12, 13 years old. My mother was strung out on heroin. My father, he was a kingpin. My grandmother, she raised me until she got cancer and she ended up passing. So I was forced to go back into the streets. I was homeless. Had to fend for myself. So I understand that in those stages of survival that we don't think things through. We don't think the most of ourselves at that time, and we're not thinking about our future. And we're not thinking about our choices in those moments that can really destroy our future. So with that, I want to say, like, I understand that when you're in survival mode, it's hard to see tomorrow, let alone 3, 4, 5 years down the road. But what I'm telling you is one day you are going to be 18. One day you are going to be 21. One day you are going to be 25. One day you're going to be 35. One day you're going to be 40. And so on and so forth. You want to make the right decisions now. You want to make the right decisions now and get under a mentor or someone that you trust, someone that you look up to, someone that will look out for you, someone that has your best intentions, someone that's super knowledgeable, someone that has wisdom, someone that can help lead you in the path that you want to go into. And you need to get mentorship, and you need to hold close to them, and you need to understand their thinking, why they do the things that they do, how they do the things that they do, and how often, and start to develop some of their habits as well. Because at the end of the day, like I said, coming from the environment that we come from, we were given some terrible habits, and everything that you think that you know right now is a lie. Coming up, they gave me a pack. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? You homeless, you broke, you coming up, they gave me a pack, bro. That's it. A pack could have got me killed. A pack could have got me taken away from my family for 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
I'm giving you education. You hear me? I'm giving you knowledge. I'm giving you wisdom. Get yourself together, family. Get your credit in order. It's going to matter. It means something. It means something. Yeah. Structure your LLC and structure it in your first and your last name so that you can use it as a social security number. That's something else. Your social security number is a 9-digit number. Your EIN number is a 9-digit number. If you make an LLC in your name, you don't have to give your social security no more. You will give your EIN number. Things like this. This is the things that we need to be knowing about and need to be educating each other on. But nonetheless, I love y'all. Get under a mentor. If you need a mentor, I'm here. I'm available. I'm mentee. All ages. I love the youth. I love the youth. If you under 25, I honestly, I'm gonna do this. By the time this come out, I want to do 2 kids for free. I want to give y'all 6-month mentorship for free. If you are 21 or under, you don't really know too much about credit or nothing like that, you want somebody to help teach you how to structure your LLC, get your credit right and all of that, and teach you funding and all that, I'm taking 2 people. So I'm going to leave a link down that says book a call. Anybody that wants to tap into me that needs their credit fixed, you can book a call. But if there's anyone that's under 21 that's watching this message right now that wants a mentor, I need you to call that number, hit that phone. I'm going to pick up on the other line of that, and I'm going to put you under my wing for 6 months. Outside of that, I love y'all. Grab the Quick Fix program. It's under the link underneath of us. It'll help you fix your credit in the next 30 days, help you gain 50 to 100 points on your credit score, and everything that you need outside of that. I love y'all, family. Coach Dad, y'all know what it is.
Hey, cuz, it don't really get no realer than that. If y'all take advantage of what's going on right here, like this the boss of the day, came through, did it the boss heavyweight. If you're not really trying to advance in life, this ain't the interview for you, bro. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I'm not really interested in a whole lot of fluff this year. If you see me alongside anybody in this space right here, you know it's a no-brainer situation for you to actually take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you, all right? Listen, hit that notification bell, backslap that subscribe button with an ashy elbow, man. You already know what the fuck going on. Hey, it's your boy Swift back in the with another episode of this Boss Heavy
it's
shit.
The Boss Heavyweight, shorty.
Chill, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
My nigga, let's get it, man.
Yes,
We
Lord.
out of here, bro.